汉语语法特点上，朋友们好，我是刘老师。Today let's talk about the characteristics of Chinese grammar that every Chinese learner must know. Chinese has no grammar. Chinese grammar is way too difficult. You may often hear such confusing, opposite opinions. In this video, I want to show you that Chinese grammar has a system of its own, and what we need to pay attention to is the logic of Chinese grammar. Once you know the reasons behind Chinese grammar, it becomes your right-hand man immediately. This is the first part of the video. I'm going to talk about 4 features of Chinese grammar. Let's get started. Number 1. A Chinese sentence does not necessarily have a verb. Verb sentences are indeed very common in Chinese, but you might have a perfect sentence without verbs. Chinese verb sentences have the same word order as in English, that is to say, an order of S, V, O. For example, 我学习汉语 I study Chinese. 他喝咖啡 He drinks coffee. 我今年20岁 I'm 20 years old this year. There are only 4 nouns in this sentence, yet it is a well-formed Chinese noun sentence. Another similar sentence goes like this. 今天星期三 Today is Wednesday. 天气很好 The weather is good. 东西很便宜 Things are cheap. There's no verb be in the above 2 adjective sentences. Yet such adjective sentences are well-formed and very typical. To sum up, in addition to verb sentences, noun sentences, and adjective sentences are also normal sentence patterns in Chinese. Number 2. Chinese is a kind of topic comment language. The meaning of this statement is that Chinese sentences can generally be divided into 2 parts. The first part is a topic, and the latter part is an explanation of this topic. We can comment on and explain the topic from different angles. Today's weather is good. Today's weather is warmer than yesterday. I don't like today's weather. Today's weather makes people angry. In Chinese we say, 今天的天气很好 The weather is fine today. 今天的天气比昨天暖和 Today's weather is warmer than yesterday. 今天的天气我不喜欢 I don't like the weather today. 今天的天气让人生气 Today's weather makes people angry. In all these 4 sentences, the topic is 今天的天气. Topic and description are not closely related and can be separated by other words. 今天的天气呢，我不喜欢. As for the weather today, I don't like it. The particle ne in the above sentence is used to indicate a pause. Topic and explanation are not necessarily subject-predicate relationships as in English. For example, 买票请排队 As for buying tickets, please line up. Please line up for tickets. 这儿不能照相 You can't take photos here. Thus, you can put almost everything in front of a sentence to make it a topic. Knowing this fact will definitely make it easier for you to express yourself in Chinese. Number 3. Prosodic features such as syllables have a great influence on Chinese grammar. Syllables of a word, whether the word is formed by one character or two characters, have a direct influence on many grammar expressions. In Chinese, verbs can be repeated to mean a little bit or briefly. Verb reduplication creates a carol tone and a sense that whatever the action is, it's not going to take long. When a two-syllable verb reduplicate, it goes like this. 让我考虑考虑. Let me think about it. 考考虑虑 is not the right way to reduplicate a two-syllable verb. When a one-syllable adjective modifies a noun, it usually doesn't take the. Yet it is more common for a two-syllable adjective to take the when modifying a noun. For example, 小朋友 little friends, 大公园 big parks, 好老师 good teachers, 认真的朋友 serious friends, 漂亮的公园 beautiful parks, 严格的老师 strict teachers. In Chinese, some two-syllable words have a one-syllable counterpart that has the same meaning. For example, 阅读 and 读 both mean to read. 报纸 and 报 both mean newspaper. When you want to say to read newspaper, all the following phrases are grammatical. 读报 读报纸 阅读报纸 However, 阅读报 is not acceptable. By the same token, if you want to say to repair cars, all the following phrases are grammatical. 修车 修汽车 修理汽车 However, 修理车 is not acceptable. The reason is also related to the prosodic feature of the two phrases, 阅读报 and 修理车. Number 4. In Chinese, words have only one form and do not need to change. In English, we say one book but two books, and English verbs are conjugated to show a different person, tense, etc. For example, I don't like it. She doesn't like it. They went there. I will go there. In Japanese, adjectives also change. このケーキおいしいです。昨日のケーキおいしかったです。The grammar of Chinese is quite different. In Chinese, nouns, verbs, and adjectives do not change. They have only one form. For example, in the following phrases, 书 never changes. 一本书 one book. 两本书 two books. 十本书 10 books. Verbs in Chinese also have only one form. 我明天去东京. I will go to Tokyo tomorrow. 他上周去了东京. He went to Tokyo last week. Le is a particle indicating past events. It seems that English verbs are a chameleon who changes its color according to environment. Chinese verbs, on the other hand, put on different clothes when environment changes. Whether it is present or past tense, Chinese adjectives are the same. 这种热带水果很好吃. This tropical fruit is delicious. 昨天吃的水果很好吃. The fruit I ate yesterday was delicious. Today, I shared with you 4 important features of Chinese grammar. There are: Number 1. A Chinese sentence does not necessarily have a verb. Number 2. Chinese is a kind of topic comment language. Number 3. Prosodic features such as syllables have a great influence on Chinese grammar. Number 4. In Chinese, words have only one form and do not need to change. Whether these features make Chinese easy or difficult to learn will depend on your native language, as well as on how you consider about them. Please do let me know your opinion.
您正在看的是有朋汉语，谢谢观看，再见。